6-0 against the spread. We picked them. I honestly I thought the 49ers were going to win this game, but nope, Falcons prevailed. They are still the Vegas killer at this point. 28-14. Falcons, I really have liked what I've seen from their offense. This is without Cordell Patterson. This is without Kelvin Ridley. And with Marcus Mariota, who has played well this season, but, I mean, he's a bridge quarterback. We know that. But
still athletic, though. He can run.
He's a very good runner. And the fact that they've been able to move the ball with rookie wide receivers to nobody wide receivers, because Drake London was banged up, and they're getting it done with wide receivers like Olmid Zacchaeus, like guys that you just don't know who they are. They're not even utilizing Kyle Pitts very much at all. And they're still moving the ball on offense, which I think is applaudable. Yeah,
and their defense, it's like, it's not good, but it's not bad. And I thought the Falcons were going to be pretty bad this year. And I think the Falcons this year, it's safe to say, they're going to be this year's Eagles. They're going to be in a lot of games. They've been competitive in every single game. You mentioned how they've covered the spread. So they haven't gotten blown out, which is huge, especially when you have Marcus Mariota as your quarterback, who I don't think he was ever terrible. I thought he was he was fine. I was like, I just don't see it. But we're seeing it with guys like Geno Smith. We're seeing it with guys like Ryan Tannehill. When you get another shot, you have his college coach, Arthur Smith. So he knows what he does well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he coached him at Oregon. So he played for Mike Vrabel, and I don't think that's a very good fit for him. Personality-wise, I think Marcus Mariota has always been a little bit more of an introvert. He's always been shy. I don't think he's ever been the vocal leader as a quarterback, and that was really the knock. He was like, this guy can fly, but Jameis is like the loud vocal leader, rambunctious guy who'll get your team fired up. But Marcus Mariota kind of minds his own business. And this year, he's just been going out there, making plays with his legs, making plays with his arms. He still makes a lot of bad passes, throws some interceptions, but you're competitive in every single game with him, and he always gives you a puncher's chance. And the defense has kept them in games. So, honestly, with how bad the NFC is, I think this team could sneak into the playoffs.
I think they can. I think them and the Seahawks both can, because realistically, we got the Eagles, the Vikings.
And who else? Honestly, who else? Because
maybe the Cowboys. Throw the Cowboys in there when they come back.
The Giants.
The Giants, if they can sustain. I mean, the Giants, they've played some good teams and they've won. However, I still think that there's a point where the fairy's tail ending kind of tails off, because they have had some easy wins in there as well, like the Commanders and shit like that.
Or Lamar Jackson forgetting how to play football in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the fucking Ravens being perpetual chokers. So there has been some breaks for them. And I do think that it's been amazing to see them play. However, at the same time, like, I think at some point with that roster, because that roster, you still got Daniel Jones and you still don't have like the best receiver core. No. Saquon can only bring you so far. So I still am not super high on the Giants going forward, but they're 5-1. So
they're 5-1, and that's something. And I think coaching is going to win them a lot of games, because they haven't really led in many games. Even when they played the Bears, they didn't blow them out. So the Giants are a team I worry about, just because I don't think they have the ability to blow anyone out. Well, this game was 14-28. That's not a blowout, but this game was a blowout, because the 49ers are missing Nick Bosa. Basically, their entire front seven was hurt, and they took advantage of it at home. Jimmy G threw 2 picks. Rough game for him. Not going to defend him at all. Jimmy G made some really dumb plays and probably gave the game to the Falcons, but they're capitalizing on it, and they seem like they're having fun. Yeah. And I think the game against the Rams, where they came back and almost won, that was just one of those head scratchers. You're just like, huh, that was weird. And then every single week, you're like, they covered the spread again. And now they're starting to win games against good teams. I mean, the 49ers have a great roster. You have Samuel, Ayuk, Kittle, all those guys. And then your defense held it down. So, yay, Falcons. Good for you.
To them. If